What's going on the Winners Win podcast? Your boy Loso 2.0. And today we're going to talk about the desire of riches steps. But before we get into that stuff, I want you guys to just do some housekeeping things, like this video. If you watch this on YouTube, like this video, share it, comment below, and subscribe to the Winners Win channel. And if you're listening to this on any type of podcast platform, 5-star reviews, and leave a review to see how I can better serve you. Just some updates on everything. My publisher finally finished chapter 3. Isn't that amazing? You know what I mean? You know how it feels, man. You put in all that work for something. I've been starting this book since October. I'm just ready. I already wrote everything that I wanted to get done. It wasn't a big book. And then now to see everything starting to come into progress, getting some names for the chapters, sending them to people reading it and loving the book. I'm going to give people signed copies and stuff. I'm just excited. I'm really excited. Like, let's go, yo. And I just want to hear your wins too, yo. You ever just like, and it's funny because they actually talked about this at Think and Grow Rich, right? It was saying you should actually, believe in others, like genuinely believe in others as much as you want them to believe in you, and they're gonna start to believe in you more. You have to give that energy out. Man, I've seen so many things the last few days going on social media. I've seen woman's weight loss journey. I thought that was amazing. She was just going to the gym every single day, locked in like an inmate, getting that stuff in, putting in that work, putting in that pain, and then she's getting the body that she desires from the work that she's putting in. I love that. I love seeing my friends over here, other guys I know, grinding out in basketball, just putting in that work every single day. When I play with them, I see the results. I see the results of your training. And if you're out there and you're working hard and you feel like you don't see the results, I just want you to know other people are seeing it. Other people are noticing it. Man, I can't tell you how many times I'm out with my friends, I'm out with the guys, just enjoying, guys' night out and stuff. And someone saying, yo, man, I see the stuff you're doing, man, keep doing it. I can't tell you how many times I do, and you don't even know the feeling. You don't even know the impact that you're doing on people, giving on people. I really believe in all you guys to achieve your goals and your deepest desires because you put in the work, you put in the grind. But one thing I say is don't give up on it. Don't give up on what you want to achieve and what you want to do because people are noticing it. And it's crazy because I actually presented for my my job, right, the other day. It's funny because it's so crazy. The vice president was like, yo, this guy is like, you're going to be a motivational speaker or something, right? That's what he said. Like, you got to be a motivational speaker or something. Because the way I just spoke up every single person and really had that leadership. And I was like, dang, like everything I'm doing is starting to come together. Being able to get the crowd involved. Being able to get over my nervousness, right? I started off with, let's go, buddy. Me and my guy, right? We were turned up, right? And then we were able to talk about something that was not so fun and created to make it something so fun, make it inspirational. Some things, it was just some 6 steps of the sales experience. Some things about expectations, and we made it fun. We made it engaging. And people notice. People notice it. I'm telling you. So for y'all out there putting in that work, putting in that pain, I want y'all to notice. Notice everybody else is noticing what you're doing. I'm noticing what you're doing, and I'm loving what you're doing. I want you to keep putting in that work because you're going to achieve anything that you desire. Anything you want to desire, you'll be able to achieve it. Not no one else put in that work, but you did. So that's something I've really seen as well. From a physical standpoint, right? I'm really, like I told you guys before, I'm really locked in, right? I'm not worried about the weather no more. Cause now it just the thing that really pushed me into now switching and go back outside and get shots up was this ET thing, or in this research, right, that I did, right? They were talking about the idea that, like, I always said, like, people operating in chaos is what makes you successful, makes successful people successful, right? So it was talking about it was like the armed services, one of their trainings. It was like, what's the first training? Most people were like, how to shoot a gun, how to swim, this, that, and the third. It was like, nah, the first training was what to do if your gun got jammed. And the second training was how to carry a dead body or carry somebody's body, like an injured person. They prepared you first for things that you would not be prepared for. How many times would you think that you'll be prepared for something like that? That's what the Winners Win is about. Right now, I'm giving you stuff because I'm giving you stuff that you're not prepared for this. You're not going to be prepared for when the market goes down, and I'm learning about that stuff, right? You're not going to be prepared for people telling you that you're not going to make it. You may be prepared. You may think that, right? You're not going to be prepared for life hitting you down, giving you the best hooks that can give you, right? You're not prepared for that stuff. But that's what you got to prepare for because you have to be able to act in chaos to be successful. And This is what the Desire of Riches steps are, right? Think and Grow Rich was one of the most powerful books in the personal development community, besides my Winners Win book that's going to be getting published this month. And let me tell you why. Because he talks about the idea that master your thoughts and control your emotions, and you will achieve anything that you want to achieve. Because everything was internal. Everything in us is internal, and it's coming, and externally it shows. And that externally just shows what you feel internally, right? So, Desire Riches step is the steps. I said step is Desire Riches steps. If you want to desire a certain amount of money, there are 6 steps in order to do that. The first one being fix your mind to the exact amount of money you desire. Focus is what has more power. I talked about it before. If I had a sheet of paper open up here and I tried to push it like this, it would be hard for me to tear it. But if I had a sheet of paper, opened it up, and got the pinpoint and stabbed it, that little point of focus will help it break it easier. So focusing on an exact amount of money that you desire is the first step to riches. Second step, you need to determine what you're willing to give up in return for the money you desire. Now, me, like I said, I don't like to focus on the money because I feel like the money will always follow the dream. The person who's chasing the dream, chasing the journey, the money will always follow. So you got to figure out what you're willing to give up. What are you willing to sacrifice in order to achieve all of your goals, all of your deepest desires? What are you willing to give up? You can't party every single weekend. You can't be with every single girl that you see. You can't play the game whenever you want, eat whatever you want, sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning and be able to achieve your goals. You sometimes can't even choose where you want to work at. Sometimes you just need the money right now to pay your bills, but then you got to come home and hit your other 4 to 8 hour shift. You cannot decide. You can't determine everything you need. You can't have everything. You need to be willing to give up some things for the goals that you desire, not just the money, but the goals that you desire. Step 3, establish a definite date. Give yourself a deadline, right? Don't just say, I'm going to do this I'm just going to do this. I'm going to be the number 1 motivational speaker ever. No, by the end of this year, by 2024, I will be the number 1 motivational speaker ever. I will be the number 1. I will literally be on that Mount Rushmore of personal development coaches and gurus. That's me. Because I'm establishing definitely. I'm giving myself a deadline, because if you just go and say, like, when you want somebody to make a commitment, right? You always do that, but you don't give yourself a commitment. That's why I like this book that I'm gonna read next. You Owe You. It's because you owe you. You have to also give yourself a deadline and commit to yourself in order to follow with yourself. Number 4, create a plan to carry out your desire. Yes, by just doing it, you definitely, just by doing it, there's no doubt that you're going to be successful. There's no doubt. By just doing it, there's no doubt that you're going to be successful. But I can say this, though. You will need a plan eventually. You're going to do it. You're going to, and like I'm saying about my, you got to have some type of plan. Even about my content, I'm just posting every single day right now, twice a day, right? Upping it up. Eventually, right now it's like, okay, cool. I'm still posting my product stuff, posting my stuff, giving my value out to the market. Eventually, I'm still creating a plan. I'm working on a plan now in the background. But you still have to create some type of plan and then try to implement that plan. Stuff that from the books and stuff that I'm learning, right? Number 5, write out a clear, concise statement of the amount. So remember, you actually have to write this stuff out. And we talked about that. When you write stuff, you put it on paper, you remember it more. And then also, too, now you put it into the universe. You physically, internally change something that's externally. And then, of course, read your written statement aloud twice daily. Read it out loud daily and keep reading out, keep speaking into the universe. When I keep saying I'm the number 1 motivational speaker in the world, and number 1 motivational speaker ever, I mean, my Mount Rushmore of personal development coaches and gurus, I'm speaking that stuff out because it's true and it's going to happen. And then, like I said, if I'm on a Mount Rushmore of personal development gurus, Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, freaking Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, these people, that's me. Now you think I'm not going to be rich? Most of you guys are millionaires. The money is going to follow, I'm telling you. So these are your 6 steps. Not even just the desire of rich steps, but your desire of success steps. I want you guys to comment below after reading these steps or listen to these steps, I want you to comment below what your clear, concise statement is. I want you to comment that below, right? And then try to just keep finding a way to win, guys. Because remember, guys, winners win and losers lose. And you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.